It's time now for Better Money. Today we are talking about divorce and how to handle financial planning as you're going through it and after it's finalized. And here to talk more about that is Joel Johnson. He is a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson Brunetti. Welcome, Joel.
Thank you, Kara.
It's a tough time for people, and money is always something that people are tugging on, but you have some ideas about what you need to do to make sure that both people come out protected.
Right. I mean, we get a lot of referrals and introductions from divorce attorneys when they have a client that's actually now gone through a divorce. They haven't handled the money. They feel a little out of control or maybe disempowered, if you will. And so we've got a few tips here on what to do.
Okay, so the first one is you don't want to, you want to talk to a financial planner early.
Yeah, talk to a financial planner early. Try to build a relationship right away with your own financial planner. So sometimes with a couple, there was one financial planner, but usually there's a little more of a synergy with one spouse or the other. So if you're that spouse that doesn't have that relationship or that real deep relationship with a financial planner, maybe you go out and get your own. Not to start fighting or to increase the animosity that unfortunately can sometimes happen during a divorce, but at least to get on your own 2 feet with a new relationship.
Maybe two, even in the same firm, two financial planners, or get your own firm?
Usually it would be a different firm. Yeah,
okay.
That's what most people tend to gravitate towards, sort of separating that relationship out, finding their own person that they feel comfortable with.
Don't decide too quickly, you say, on the division of assets.
Yeah, what we see a lot is the home ends up with one spouse and the money ends up with the other spouse, and you may not necessarily want the home. Now that doesn't mean you want to stay in the home, but you may not necessarily want to own the home 100% if you're one spouse and then end up with no cash. Cash is king. Cash covers emergencies. Cash covers for layoffs and so on. So don't just have a knee-jerk reaction and say, I want the house. You can have the money. There's got to be some negotiation there a little bit where you can do a little bit of both. You can have co-ownership until it's sold or something like that. But don't impoverish yourself and just have a hard asset that, quite frankly, can't be turned into cash too easily.
Okay. Once the divorce is complete, you want to start, you say, with a fresh, new investment plan.
Right. Start from scratch. Start from day one. Come up with your own investment and retirement plan. And that way you can feel empowered that you're on the road to somewhere instead of sort of looking back and saying, well, I had this and I don't have this, and there can be a lot of confusion when we look back. So start brand new and fresh.
And lastly, you say you want to leave as much flexibility financially as possible, at least for a year. Why is that?
Yeah, because in that first year, we never know. It's just like the first year of retirement. We never know how much money we're going to spend, how much money we're going to need. We don't know how our lifestyle might change. So leave as much flexibility. Try to not lock yourself in to perhaps a new real estate purchase, some type of investment you can't get out of for about that first year. Leave as much flexibility so you can adjust your plan as you get used to the new life you have.
Okay. And so you can always help people with that. I know a lot of times the initial visit with you and your firm is complimentary. People can come in and get some ideas, and you're also taking people's questions. If you're watching and you have a question, email it to bettermoney@wfsb.com, and you and your team will answer it.
Absolutely. We'll personally answer every single email question that comes in. We'll help in any way we can.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Joel.
Thanks, Kara.
That's Better Money.